Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well. We're going to go ahead and get started with our yoga practice today. We're going to start on the floor. And today is going to be a really more of a gentle practice, and we're going to be working on relieving some back pain, stretching out our back, the sciatic area, as well as our QLs. So we're going to go ahead and just, like I said, relaxing, nice, gentle yoga today. So we're going to be holding our poses a little bit longer, and I hope you enjoy. So let's go ahead and start on our back. So in order to get down, we're going to grab underneath our thighs and slowly roll on down, using our core to lower us down. We're going to keep our feet on the ground, knees to the ceiling, and we're going to start off with just getting that nice pelvic tuck. So what we're doing is tucking that pelvis. That way our lower back is pressed into the ground. And then we're going to release it. Let's do that again. Tilt and release. We're going to do that 4 more times at your own pace, nice and slow. And just a reminder, playlists are located in the chat box if you wanted to listen to any music during this practice. Let's do one more. And release. Now we're going to be back to a neutral spine. So your back is still, low back is still pressed against the floor. We're going to lift up our left leg and we're going to keep a bend in it. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to have it hanging out here for a second, just feeling the muscles in the back of our thigh, our hamstrings, and breathing into them. And then I want you to either grab behind the thigh or behind the calf. Keeping that foot flexed, we're gently going to pull it in towards us. When we have tight hamstrings, that does cause back pain. And so this is just a great stretch to help relieve it. And then we're gently going to bring that leg back down to the ground. And we're going to lift up that right leg. Right now, we're just going to have it just hanging out there. We aren't pulling on it or pulling it towards us. We're just letting it stay up in the air. And now I gently want you to pull it towards you. So again, behind the thigh or the calf. Keeping that foot flexed. And again, making sure your low back is pressed into the floor. And then I slowly want you to release that leg. We're going to bring that right knee into our chest. And we're going to straighten the left leg. And then straighten the bent knee. And gently press that leg towards your chest. And then bend that knee, hug it in, Bring the other leg up. So now both feet are on the mat with the knees to the ceiling. Your other leg is coming in to the chest, and we're going to straighten our right leg. Then we're going to go ahead and extend our left and gently pull it in towards us. And then go ahead and bend that knee. We're going to bring both knees into our chest, rock side to side. And then both feet are going to be on the ground. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and let our knees fall to the right side. So a nice torso rotation here, not too extreme. And we're just going to breathe into this pose. Remembering to keep both shoulders still on the ground. And then gently come back to center. Readjust. And then we're going to let our knees fall to the left. And then coming back to center. We're going to take that left leg up into the air. And then we're going to bend that knee and we're going to bring that ankle over our right thigh for a supine pigeon. Really focus on keeping your left knee wide open, not having it collapse in on the body. If you find a really nice stretch right here and you just want to hang out in it, that's great. If you want to increase that stretch a little bit, we're going to have you lift up that right leg, thread the needle. So we're grabbing behind the right thigh, and we're gently pulling that thigh in towards us. We're also using our left elbow to keep our left knee from collapsing in. Now I want you to gently straighten the right leg and see if you can bring that right leg a little closer to the chest. And then gently bend the right leg, release that leg so it comes back down to the ground. We're going to go ahead and lift the left leg up into the ceiling and then bend it so the foot comes on the ground. Right leg up to the ceiling and then bend it so the ankle is crossed over the left. And again, keeping that right knee open. If this is a great pose for you and you really feel it, I want you to stay here. Otherwise, let's thread the needle and grab behind the left thigh. Now extend the left leg into the air and see if you can bring that left thigh a little bit closer to your chest. Again, using that right elbow pressed against your right thigh to keep it from collapsing in. And then gently bend that left leg, release it, and bring it to the ground. Right leg lifts to the ceiling, and then bend and on the ground. Let's take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. Let's make sure you have a nice neutral spine so your low back is against the floor. And now we're going to cross our left leg over our right, just like if we were sitting in a chair. Let's take a nice couple of breaths in here, right here. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And then we're going to lift that right leg up. And we're going to go ahead, either grab your toes or grab your feet. And we're just going to go ahead and slightly, gently pull our knees to our chest. And we're really getting into the piriformis here, a great stretch as well as the glutes. Just breathing into this pose. And then gently release those hands. Bring the leg back down. Uncross them. Bring the knees to your chest. Rock side to side. Then both feet down. And we're crossing the right over our left. And we're taking a few breaths here. And then we're going to lift that left leg up. And we're going to grab either the toes or the feet. And gently bring that left leg in just a little bit more. You should feel the stretch in your right hip. And just breathe into this. Keeping your face nice and calm. And when you're ready, gently release those feet. Bring that the left leg down. And now our feet are going to be both on the ground, close to our body. Our feet are about hip distance apart, so our legs are right in line with our hips. We're going to do a hip bridge. But before we start, I want you to envision between your thighs you have a brick that you are pressing against. Now, as you're continuing to press that brick, I want you to go ahead, squeeze the glutes, and lift the hips up. And then gently calm down. We're going very slow on these. We're going to do 3 more. Remembering to squeeze those inner thighs as we squeeze our glutes. And then gently come down. 2 more. Come on up. And back down. Last time. And come back down. We're going to bring both knees into the chest. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale as we rock side to side. And now I want you to take those knees and we're just going to make a big outside circle. Good. So we go out to the outside and then back into the center. 1 more. And let's reverse direction. One more. And then bring those feet to the ground. And we're going to come to our side. So we're going to go ahead and be like a side plank. So we're nice in line. The difference is we are not going to be lifting our hip up. We're going to go stretching out our QL. So feet stay on the ground and press against that forearm. If you feel that nice stretch here, you can just hang out here. Or use both arms and come on up and you should get a nice, good stretch in your side and in your back. And just breathing into it. And then gently come on down. We're going to go ahead and go to the other side. So we're just going to sit up and then come over to the other side. Let's set ourselves up. Feet are stacked on top of each other. Hips are straight up and down. And again, shoulders in line with the elbow. You can stay right here if you're feeling that great stretch, or you can come on up using both hands and feel that really nice stretch here. Just really breathing into the stretch here. And then lower yourself down. Take a nice deep breath in. And on the exhale, we're going to come up to a seated position. We're going to have both legs straight out in front of us. We're going to lift that Bring that left knee in. And then I just want you to sit up nice and tall, keeping that belly button to the spine. The right foot is flexed. And then we're going to take our left hand and our right hand and just do a gentle torso rotation. Really rotating up your shoulders and the top of your back. And come back to center. Straighten out that left leg. Bring the right one in and sit up nice and tall, keeping that left foot flexed. And gently, we're going to bring our arms and hands over to the right side and get that nice torso rotation. And then coming back to center. We're going to change our position, it's our seated position right now. We're going to go ahead and take our left leg out and our right leg stays tucked in. Our hips are still straight in line. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our left hand and it's going to slide down the inner part of our thigh. Our right arm is coming on up. Now we aren't leaning forward. We're keeping that chest nice and open. And we're just going to go ahead and come on down. And you should feel this in, like right about in here in your back. So in your QL. And you'll feel it in your side as well. But the key here is keeping that chest open, not leaning forward. And then slowly come back up. We're going to put our right hand on our right thigh, not the knee, but the right thigh. We're going to bring our left hand up. And we're going to go ahead and lean to the side. Again, keeping that chest nice and open. And then coming back up, this time we're going to bring the arm in front. So we're going to have more of that forward fold, not actually all the way to the ground. The arm is just coming here. So here we go. Really stretch those fingers out, feel your arm elongating. And then come on up. Let's switch sides. Sit up nice and tall. Again, hips are facing forward. Right hand is going to be sliding down our right leg. Left arm is going up. And again, not folding. We're staying nice and tall. Here we go. Keeping that chest nice and open here. Also, you're wanting to make sure both hips are staying on the ground. And then slowly come on up. We're going to put our left hand on our left thigh. Right arm comes up. And here we go. Again, nice and tall, chest is open. Trying to keep that right foot flexed. And then come on up. And now we're bringing that arm in front of the body. Here we go. Nice, good stretch here. Again, feeling that arm elongate. And then come back to center. We're going to bring both of the soles of our feet together, sitting up nice and tall. Take that deep breath in and exhale. Left arm comes up overhead. Right arm is coming under and through. And we're going to lean, right arm up, left arm underneath, and we're going to lean to the left. Again, keeping that chest open. We aren't falling forward. And come back to center. Let's do the other side. Here we go. And coming back to center. We have one more. Now this one you need to be very careful on. If you feel it too much in your thighs, and I don't want you to do this one, feel free to do one of the ones we just did. But what we're going to do is the front leg is going to be at 90 degrees, 90 from the hip, 90 to the knee, and the back leg is going to be doing the same thing. So what that looks like, my front knee is out, so we have 90 and 90, and then I have 90 and 90. So what we're going to do is the leg that is behind you, we're going to bring that opposite arm up, and then the same arm as the leg that's behind you is coming up and underneath. And we're getting that good stretch here. You should be feeling this in your back. And then I want you to come back. Let's switch the legs. Get that 90 and 90. Nice deep breath in. Arm comes up and underneath. And then I want you to come back to center. Get into a nice, comfortable seated position. Resting your hands on your thighs, closing your eyes, and focus on your breath. I want you to begin to gently wiggle your toes and your fingers. And when you're ready, blink your eyes open, keeping your gaze nice and soft. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you on this journey today. Just a reminder, we will not have classes next week, but we'll be doing them the following week. So I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and a great rest of your day. Namaste.
Thank you, Christy.
Oh, you're welcome.